What if I told you one of the most influential and charismatic rulers of all time was a woman ruling over 2,000 years ago? This is not a work of fiction or a Hollywood film, but the real-life tale of Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt. In the heart of the ancient world, a woman rose to power, defying the odds in a male-dominated society. Her reign, from 51 to 30 BC, was marked by intrigue, power struggles, and alliances with some of the most powerful men of her era. Cleopatra wasn't just a queen, she was a symbol of resistance, a beacon of hope, and a source of fascination. Her story is shrouded in mystery, steeped in controversy, and filled with tales of romance and betrayal. She was a woman ahead of her times, and her life, filled with political maneuvering and personal resilience, makes her an enigma. So who was Cleopatra, and why does her story still resonate today? To understand Cleopatra, we must journey back to her beginnings. Born into the Ptolemaic dynasty, a family of Greek origin ruling Egypt since Alexander the Great, Cleopatra was destined for greatness. Her upbringing was steeped in the intrigue and power struggles typical of royal courts. Early on, Cleopatra displayed an extraordinary intellect. Unlike her predecessors, she embraced the Egyptian language and culture, making her the first Ptolemaic pharaoh to speak Egyptian. She received an exceptional education studying philosophy, oratory, and the sciences, and was well-versed in politics from a young age. The political climate of Egypt during Cleopatra's youth was a turbulent one, full of internal strife and external threats. The kingdom was steeped in debt and under the influence of the expanding Roman Empire. Amidst these challenges, Cleopatra was being molded, her sharp mind and charismatic nature being honed for the trials ahead. These formative years would shape Cleopatra into the ruler she was destined to become. Cleopatra was not born a queen, but she was destined to become one. In the intricate web of Egyptian politics, Cleopatra's path to the throne was not a straight line, but a winding road filled with strategic maneuvers and alliances. She ascended to become Egypt's pharaoh in her late teens, following the death of her father, Ptolemy XII. However, Egyptian tradition dictated that she could not rule alone. She was forced to marry and co-rule with her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII, a mere boy. Yet Cleopatra was not one to be overshadowed. She used her wit, charm, and political savvy to establish herself as the dominant ruler, subtly nudging her brother to the sidelines. Her ascension was not without controversy, sparking tensions that would later culminate in a civil war. Yet Cleopatra remained undeterred, steadfast in her quest for power. But Cleopatra's reign was just beginning, and she would face challenges that would test her resolve. At the heart of Cleopatra's story is her reign as pharaoh. A woman of immense intellect and charm, Cleopatra VII ascended the throne of Egypt in 69 BC. Her reign was not just about ruling with an iron fist, but also about diplomatic alliances and political maneuverings. She was a woman who knew how to play her cards right. One of the most significant events during her reign was her relationships with some of the most powerful men of Rome, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. These relationships were not just romantic but also political alliances that held the promise of power, influence, and protection. With Caesar she bore a son, Caesarion, a tangible symbol of their union and a potential heir to both the Egyptian and Roman empires. Later, with Mark Antony, she had 3 children, a testament to their long-standing alliance and love. However, Cleopatra's reign was not without its share of troubles. Civil war was brewing in Egypt, a conflict that was as much about power as it was about the future of the nation. Cleopatra was not one to sit back and watch. She took active steps, aligning herself with Rome, to ensure the stability of her throne and the independence of Egypt. Her reign was characterized by her administrative skills and policies. She was a shrewd politician and a competent administrator. She implemented various economic policies, reformed the tax system, and promoted trade, which led to the economic prosperity of Egypt. Her reign saw the development of Alexandria into a major center for culture and learning. Cleopatra was a woman who was not afraid to take risks, to make bold decisions, and to fight for what she believed in. Her reign was a testament to her unyielding determination, her political acumen, and her unwavering commitment to her land and her people. Cleopatra's reign was marked by her determination, her political acumen, and her fight to keep Egypt independent. Every reign, no matter how powerful, must come to an end. And so it was with Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt. The twilight of her reign was marked by the infamous Battle of Actium in 31 BC, a naval skirmish between the forces of Cleopatra and her lover Mark Antony against the formidable Octavian. It was a decisive victory for Octavian, marking a turning point in Rome's history and the beginning of the end for Cleopatra. Octavian's invasion of Egypt in 30 BC was the final nail in the coffin. Cleopatra, the queen who had once held the world in her hands, found herself cornered. The end, when it came, was as dramatic as her life had been. In a final act of defiance, she chose death over submission, allegedly dying from the bite of an asp, a venomous snake. With Cleopatra's death, a chapter in Egypt's history closed, but her legacy was just beginning. Cleopatra's story did not end with her death. It continues to be told and retold, echoing through the corridors of time. Her name has been immortalized in the annals of history, literature, and art, from Shakespeare's tragic drama Antony and Cleopatra to the glitzy Hollywood epic starring Elizabeth Taylor. Her life story has been a source of inspiration, fascination, and speculation for over 2,000 years. In the realm of popular culture, Cleopatra has been depicted as a symbol of beauty, power, and ambition. She's been portrayed as a femme fatale, a political genius, and a symbol of female empowerment. Her influence extends beyond the borders of Egypt and the confines of history, permeating our contemporary society. Her legacy serves as a testament to her indomitable will and her ability to shape her own destiny, despite the adversities she faced. So, Cleopatra, a queen, a lover, a fighter, an icon. Her story is a testament to the power of one woman's will in the face of adversity.